See it here, MX4, that is a halide formed by the 14 group element, is a covalent in nature. Central atom sp3 and hybridization is about tetrahedral, we can say. But some exceptions can be seen for the compound. Example, exceptions are there for tetrahalide. But one exception for the tin, other exception for the lead, Pb. That to be with what a halogen like a F4. SnF4 and PbF4, these are the compound are ionic in nature. But these are the compound are ionic. MX4 maximum covalent, but some exceptions can be seen with a SnF4 and PbF4. They are what? Ionic in nature. One more point I will tell you, beta. Here, if you talk about the Pb ka I4, you say, but a PbI4 sir does not exist. Why it does not exist, beta? See here, lead and iodine. But a carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, and lead coming from second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth period. But here, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. But here, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, it coming on fifth. Sixth period, central metal, fifth period, surrounding atom. But overlapping is not effective. And due to this ineffective overlapping, that compound, whatever it is want to form, the obtained compound become a highly unstable compound. Hence, we can say PbI4 does not exist because Pb and iodine, the bond which initially formed, why during the reaction it does not release enough energy to unpair the 6s2 electron and excite of them to higher orbital to form 4 unpaired. No need all these things. Directly remember, sir, PbI4, it does not exist because 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 the during the formation of the Pb and iodine bond, some energy will release, beta, and that released energy has to unpair the 6s2 electron. That energy is not sufficient to make the 6s electron as a unpaired. Hence, we can say this PbI4 does not exist. So once again, I'll repeat, beta. MX4 is a covalent compound. Central element sp3 tetrahedral, but not the all the tetrahalide are covalent. Some exceptions can be seen. SnF4, PbF4 are ionic, but in that one Pb halide for the Pb, that is PbI4, it does not exist. Right? Chalo, take a note of this one. Sir, what kind of the element are has a tendency to form the dihalide? हाँ बेटा, germanium, tin, lead. They have a tendency to form the dihalide. Germanium, tin, and lead are has a tendency to form the dihalide. But the stability of dihalide increases down the group. Shall I say GeX2, SnX2, PbX2? Is it clear now, sir? Pb in the lower oxidation state become more stable. Obviously, we saw the same thing. But a thermal stability, chemical stability of this one, if you want to 6 here, GeX4 is more stable. Just now I told you amount of germanium, beta, tetrahalide of germanium and dihalide of germanium. Sir, which is more stable? Obviously tetrahalide, because Ge in the +4 is more stable than Ge +2. But a lead is +2 mein lead is more stable than that of the +4 due to inert pair effect. But one more point, except carbon tetrachloride, because you know carbon tetrachloride mein central atom carbon does not have vacant orbital, beta, it cannot undergo hydrolysis. So shall I write directly? CCl4 does not undergoes hydrolysis. Reason, remember, central atom does not have a vacant d orbital. As due to the absence of vacant d orbital, beta, it does not undergo hydrolysis. But other MX4 undergoes, MX4 means tetrahalide, undergoes hydrolysis. Why, beta? Due to the presence of a vacant orbital on the central atom. They can easily hydrolyze it. Right, sir? But an example of this hydrolysis I want to show you. Silicon tetrachloride. But if you are adding one water molecule, right? This water molecule will be added here and Cl goes off. See beta, this H and Cl will come off. And OH will come in place of that. What I got? Cl, silicon, Cl, OH, Cl, minus of HCl. But in the same way, to remove this chlorine, this chlorine, this chlorine, can we add 3 moles of water? Can we remove 3 moles of HCl? Sir, what we got in place of Cl only we are getting as a OH. Sir, it is called as a silicic acid. But it must be called as a what? Silicic acid, right? So silicon tetrachloride undergoes hydrolysis to form silicic acid. So due to the presence of vacant d orbital beta, they can expand its octet and can undergo hydrolysis easily. But among these one tetrahalide, one point was there even given in the NCRT also. Silicon, this can occur, but silicon, this does not exist. See beta, SiF6 2- is known, but SiCl6 2- are not known. But a reason is there. I'll tell you the reason. What is that? See here. Silicon is surrounded by 6 fluorine. Here silicon is surrounded by 6 chlorine. What is that? Due to the larger size of the chlorine. Yeah, beta. Larger size of the chlorine, that larger size of the chloride ion, it cannot accommodate on the Si+4 ion. Because of the size, beta. See, Si+4 is a cation, and that to be a limited size is there. But a larger size of the anion want to accommodate on that silicon. Larger size of the anion means chloride ion want to accommodate on the silicon. That is not possible. But in case of fluorine, smaller size of the fluoride ion compared to chloride, it can easily accommodate on here. So SiF6 2- can exist, but SiCl6 2- cannot exist. Very important question in our 14th group element. Please remember this one, right? Now, the important trends and the anomalous behavior of carbon. I want to discuss that one also, beta. Please take a screenshot up to here. Very good. Reactivity towards halogen, towards water, towards oxygen, towards halogen. Yeah, beta. Anomalous behavior. See, in all the cases, what we saw, either 1A group element, 2A group element, even 3A group element, the first element of the second period will have the anomalous behavior. Obviously, it should have it, no? Anomalous behavior of carbon. Sir, what is the anomalous behavior of carbon? How this carbon will behave anomalously with the other group element? But why, if they will ask, na, same you have to say. Anomalous behavior of carbon is due to what? Smaller size. Due to high ionization energy. How about smaller the size, greater the ionization energy, higher the electronegativity. Yes, sir. Higher electronegativity. And fourth, due to absence of vacant d orbital. Beta, these are the reasons will make carbon to behave anomalously with the other group, other element placed on the same group, right? Now in carbon, only s and p orbitals are available for bonding. Therefore, it can accommodate only how many, beta? 4 pair of electrons. Hence, its maximum covalence is, yeah. Carbon, sir, maximum covalency of carbon is 4. Reason, sir, due to absence of vacant d orbital, it cannot expand its octet and hence its maximum covalency is equal to 4. What about other member of this group element, beta? Yes, sir. They can expand and they have the other member of this group element have the maximum covalency up to 6. Right, beta? Very good. One more point is that about the carbon. Hydrolysis point already we discussed, but again, repeatedly we will not discuss about that point. Right? The first time over, the second time we will not repeat the same part. Again, beta. Sir, carbon has a unique ability, but it has a unique ability to form p pi multiple bond. You know, after sigma the pi bond, it has a multiple bond. So it has a tendency to form p pi multiple bond. Right, beta? With itself. With itself. And with other atom of the smaller size. So it has a unique ability to form p pi multiple bond with itself and with highly electronegative atom like oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen. Electronegative atom oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen. Sir, can you show me example of carbon with a multiple bond with a itself and highly electronegative atom like oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen? You should know better. Carbon double bond carbon, carbon triple bond carbon, carbon triple bond nitrogen, carbon double bond O, carboxyl group, carbon double bond S. Yeah, beta. This has a tendency to form multiple bond. But sir, other elements does not form pi bond. This unique ability the other element does not have. Pi pi bond does not form because of its large size. But in this 14 group element, carbon has catenation property. You know, but which element will have a catenation property? The element which is having a, what we can say, the element which has a tendency or which is having a strong carbon-carbon bond. So carbon has a catenation capacity, we can say it has a high catenation capacity because of strong carbon-carbon bond. Yeah, but a bond energy between the carbon-carbon is very strong. Hence, it has a catenation capacity. But what is in the catenation capacity? Self-linking property. Right, beta? It has a self-linking property. That is catenation capacity because of the strong carbon-carbon bond. Beta, this catenation capacity down the group, as we are coming down the group, atomic size increases, electronegativity decreases, tendency to show catenation get decreases. So catenation capacity can be seen for more for carbon than the silicon. Then it is germanium. But in NCERT it is given germanium and tin will have the same catenation capacity. Sir, what about PB? No, sir. PB does not shows catenation capacity because it is the rule, beta. The metal never shows the catenation. Metal never shows the allotropy. Allotropy as well as the catenation capacity can be shown only by what? Only by the non-metal. Right? Note down this property also. So as a carbon has a tendency to show the catenation capacity, carbon also shows what? Allotropy. It has a tendency to show what, beta? Allotropy. Now we will go with the topic called as a allotropic form of the carbon. Right, beta? Allotropic form of the carbon we are going to see, or we will see, beta, this allotropic form of the carbon, which one I wrote here. Na? So beta, this allotropic form of the carbon we will see in our next class. Right, beta? Thank you, beta. Thank you very much.